So developing, using the drums as a melodic instrument. A lot of times people who play other instruments don't look at the drums as being a melodic instrument because we don't have actual strings, or we don't have, like keys on the piano or anything like that. But to me, drums are a very, very melodic instrument, it's just that we're not always shown how to do it. And with just even the toms alone, you've got three very distinct voices. And if you tune your drums properly, then you're going to get three really good voices. If you have a basic 5-piece kit at home, you have 2 rack toms and a floor tom, or even if you just have 1 rack and a floor, that's fine too. But if you tune your drums properly, you're going to get a good amount of difference between each drum. So if I just go through these drums here, you'll hear what I'm saying. So there's three really nice tones. And when people say to me, well, drums aren't really a melodic instrument, then I go like this. I say, well, tell me what this is. I make sure I play this right too. What's that? Mary Had a Lamb. So you've got 3 distinct voices that you can use as a melody, okay? And then what I do when I'm playing sometimes, and even what I did for you guys in the solo, is I might just try to have a conversation between those toms. And so what that means is let's say that I'm just keeping my bass drum going something like this. And maybe I might play a 16th note roll on my floor tom. Maybe do a few accents in here, so on and so forth. I might go like this. The beauty of it all is you can do whatever you want. There's no set rule for what you have to play. It's just a matter of you trying different things with your toms. A couple of years ago, I went to a Steve Gadd clinic, and somebody in the audience asked him, what does he normally practice? And he, of course this is Steve Gadd, but what he said he does when he's at home is just not exactly that, but he had said that he likes to just sit down and try to come up with one pattern and see where he might be able to take that would be similar. So, and then see where exactly he can go based off of one idea. So maybe you're starting off and you're playing a hi-hat snare to mimic your bass drum, and you're going something like this. Then maybe you might want to start to change your bass drum pattern. You're still keeping the same idea, but now you might change that a little bit. Now go back to my original thing. Next time, I might add a lift. So again, the idea is that a lot of times when we sit down to play, we don't really practice ideas or concepts. We have a tendency to just basically freestyle, you know what I mean, and just kind of do crazy rolls here and then stop and maybe play a beat or something like that. But if you just work on themes, you'd really be surprised at how creative you can get, because there are no rules. You can pretty much do whatever you want to do. So the idea is try to use the drums as a melodic instrument. Remember, if anybody ever says to you they're not a melodic instrument, just play Mary Had a Lamb, and there you go. Does anybody have any thoughts or questions on the melodic instrument idea?
When you talk about themes, and then you talk about freestyle as to opposing ways of practice,
Right.
do you find that one
Yeah, the question was, if everybody didn't hear it, was he had asked if playing themes as opposed to just sitting down and freestyling helps with when I'm playing on a gig with another band, a session, etc., etc. And the answer to the question is yes, because what I'm doing is I'm practicing all of these different ideas, but I'm practicing them within a group. So I'm not just playing one thing over here and maybe I'm at, 160 beats per minute, and then I just stop what I'm doing there, and then I go to a different thing over here and I'm playing in a different tempo. And it's not to say that there's anything wrong with doing freestyling, it's just that the answer to the question is yes, because it helps me if I'm playing with a band, and maybe if I try to be creative on a gig, and if I do make a mistake, I'm used to trying to keep the ball rolling because I'm always practicing, or I'm trying to practice a lot in the groove. Good question.